Hello and good morning. I'm filming this right now for today's weekly, and we're looking into a few things with disqualifications in a Mortal Kombat tournament that some say was just a, simple prank, but then it turned a little bit ugly. And we're going to be talking about YouTubers doing nice things for other YouTubers that are also streaming by giving them thousands and thousands of dollars in help. And at the same time, also maybe avoiding that huge drama of cheating conspiracy that they had, lobbied against them a week or two ago. So check it out. Enjoy the show. It seems that in the NetherRealm's esports scene, which is the Mortal Kombat producers, they were having a tournament for Mortal Kombat 11, and the player Titaniumtigerzz, who often plays Shiva, thought it was a pretty easy character to play and was poking fun at the game studio itself for having a character like this in the game. So Titaniumtigerzz decided to change his name, and then he got disqualified. No warning, no nothing, he just got straight out, yeah, you're out. We actually have a full live Twitch clip of the actual situation happening here, which you can see.
Oh, look at that.
And while you're watching that, I'll just say the viewers were later informed that Titaniumtigerzz had been disqualified. People in the chat were getting banned as well for just asking what happened.
He's all over the place. Every bit that he moves. Looks like we got a bad transition here. I lost the Nice. So unfortunately, looks like we have a little problem here, and someone is being. We got a situation. I don't know what we can publicly say, but we definitely have a situation here, and
let's go with that.
We're gonna have to cut away from the match. So just bear with us. We're gonna get everything sorted out, and hopefully we'll have a statement for you soon.
Okay, so basically what he did was he was poking fun at the character Shiva for being easy to play. What happened then after was he was disqualified, and people went on Twitter with his actual fun name, why did NRS do this, and started asking, well, why did NRS do this? Why did they ban him from the tournament? Because they thought it was kind of funny, and it was just him pointing out, she was kind of easy. So a gaming studio just banning one of their players because they're poking fun at them and they can't take critique, and a lot of people are going back and forth on Twitter on this. If you read the official Twitter statement that the NRS has, there's nothing on the NRS Twitter feed right now, but around that, if you just search for the hashtag why did NRS do this, you find some interesting tweets. It looks like people have in the actual studio at NRS overreacted, and it does seem so that way to us. I mean, who cares? People trash talk Counter-Strike all the time. Pro players do that all the time. PUBG players trash talk PUBG all the time, But they still play it. And if he's playing your game and playing in one of your tournaments, I mean, you've basically already won. It's like, why did NRS do this? Hey, thanks for the feedback. That's about it. Have a good day, Moving on to a quick story from DreamHack and the ESL gaming scene. They've just announced their preliminary 2021 dates, and the DreamHack, for example, announced its dates for DreamHack Atlanta, for DreamHack Winter, and DreamHack Valencia. But what about COVID? Well, DreamHack's already had a track record of canceling events and then, doing something online. DreamHack Leipzig did it, other festivals did it, so there will be something online. But that doesn't really bar them from saving the event dates. So if people want to complain about it, let's not plan anything until 2021 until someone gives the all clear. I mean, we gotta have some hope, people. Just a little bit of hope. But I mean, otherwise, they put out their calendar dates, and we are looking forward to going back to events at some point this year. Hopefully the vaccine comes and everything goes well. Until then, let's just hunker down, enjoy the moments we have, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Moving on into the ESL calendar, we're going to just plop this on the screen here because there are a lot too many dates to talk about. IM Katowice 2021 is still the 16th to 28th of February. ESL Season 13, Malta, DreamHack Masters in spring. IEM Summer. I mean, just read the post. I mean, we link all the sources we have below, so if you want to check out when. It's good to see that people are announcing things like they normally do, and we hope that we can return to normalcy, but I really want to stop saying that, so hey, go check out the dates if it's something for you. And linking into that as well, IEM Katowice, which is in February, has already announced that the StarCraft 2 tournaments will be played from home. So pro players and such will be playing from home, and people that want to watch it will be watching from home. So we don't have to worry about having to get tickets to go to Poland or anything else. So there you go. People are already still in pandemic, so yeah, we'll figure it out, Moving into something a little bit different. Recently, we were looking into a few speedrunner events and things like that, and we found the game Celest B. Based on that, we searched about it, and we actually found out a piece of news came out yesterday that was pretty interesting. Apparently, a person called Mellow Makes, who's made music for the game, has not been paid her royalties in over 2 months. And apparently, it seems to be tied to the studio that actually provided the music for the game. And there are a few tweets about this, and we just want to go back and forth just to make sure you get the full story here. I have not received any payment from Materia Cole for the sales and streams of my Celest B-sides track since July 26, 2019, when they began handling the release payments. At least 3 other B-sides remix artists I've talked to have also not been paid by Materia since July. So the response came in the form of a Twitter post from Materia Cole, who is a music producer and the people that were handling the music rights for this entire situation for the game Celest B, and they said as follows: "We've heard of your concerns and we apologize sincerely for the incident. Moving forward, we recognize the importance of resolving this swiftly and fully. All delayed payments will be made by mid-February and we are fixing the issue so this won't happen again." Alongside this, they posted a huge ass image with a lot of words about how hard 2020 has been for them, as long as it has for everybody, you know? But then again, I mean, you're supposed to be paying people. It's a digital workspace, and you're doing dashboards and online streamings, and you're receiving payment from said online streamings, and you're supposed to be passing them on. So it seems that they just mismanaged it. They said they were going to expand their team and everything else, so good for them. They probably should have done that a little bit earlier before this happened. We're just going to keep going from this. If you want to support the artists, they haven't put out any GoFundMe or anything else. Not that I've seen so far. So, I mean, if you're interested in that side of the video game industry, go check out Mellow Makes on Twitter. So sticking into a little bit of business news, Team 17 has recently acquired Golf With Your Friends for £17 million, which means that maybe there's going to be an anticipated future game for Golf With Your Friends in the future. And judging by the way that Team 17 handles their IPs, probably they're going to be developing something in the future. It could be a mobile game. Golf With Your Friends was one of the first of the real trending streaming games where people were playing a lot together, and it got popular and people played with all their friends. A lot of YouTube content creators created gameplay videos with it. So I think they saw the numbers of how much money Golf With Your Friends could make and how much that IP could be really good to purchase and move on with. So we're probably going to be seeing something like that, but it probably won't be for another year or two. Even PUBG is now releasing a new PUBG game, and everyone was excited until they saw for mobile. So yeah, there you go. Maybe it's going to be a mobile game, maybe not. Maybe they're not going to develop anything with them. Maybe they just want to steal some patents. Probably not. It's Team 17. They just spent a lot of money for Golf With Your Friends. Like a lot of money. That's kind of interesting, but not as interesting as what's coming up right now in regards with business news, because the European Union has actually successfully sued gaming companies for putting on region locks and making cross-border sales of video games harder for anybody else. So Steam and a lot of other companies, which you can see here on screen now, which is like Japan's Bandai Namco, Capcom, French developer Focus Home, German publisher Koch Media, and US-based ZeniMax, they've all been accused of, putting on region locks and making it impossible for people that purchase a game to resell it to somebody from another country. But I mean, the entire purpose was that the gaming companies were saying that they put on region locks just to make sure that people don't, all buy their games from the cheaper markets that they're trying to help out. So the European Union said, hey, you have to cooperate with us and you have to take these off, or we're one trade block, one union block, you have to do what we say. The companies kind of complied. They still did get fines. And among those, Valve and Steam were the ones that got the biggest fine. They were told that by the European Union that they weren't cooperating fully, but Valve has stated that they have been cooperating fully with the governments. But then at the end of the day, they got fined a ton of money. Not really much when you think about how much money Valve pulls in. So more it's like, hey, don't mess with the governments. We're still important in gaming. But yeah, that's all there is to say about that. And gear news. The company that we all love and care for, that has the color green as their main model for everything in the world. We covered them last time. It's not paid at all. We just saw the gear come out and people were talking about it. We have a lot of World of Warcraft people to play. So Razer just launched the new Naga X, which is like the new MMO RPG mouse, which is kind of exactly the same as the old one, but nicer. Apparently they've been working on the clicking sounds and the feeling of the click and the tactile feel of it. It's a mouse for MMO players. That's it. It's got like 1 million buttons on it. And there you go. They just released that. The news was out like 9 hours ago from when we filmed this, so like 20 hours ago from when you see this. If you play video games and you like Razer, here's your news. And then going into the last piece of news for the day, we're talking about something that happened here 3 days ago, where the streamer KarlJacobs, a Minecraft streamer and also a content creator online, was just, calmly playing Minecraft and doing what he does best and, chatting up with his stream, when the super popular creator Dream, who was recently accused of, cheating in Minecraft to set like a good speedrun record, which has gone back and forth on Twitter between like the entire community versus him, and like, figuring out what's been happening. Like, Dream is a huge thing on the internet. Basically what happened was that Dream went into his stream and said like, hey man, leave the room for 5 minutes. And then he got everybody subscribing to his channel. He actually gained about 5,000 subscriptions in that time, which is about $50,000 worth. But all of this comes right after Dream has been accused of manipulating speedruns or Minecraft to do like faster speedruns in that game to produce like better content and showing that he's still like #1. And nothing's been conclusively proven, but there's a lot of evidence that stacks against Dream. At the same time, he said he just wants to be done with the drama. And I think this is a really nice way for him to say like, hey, I don't care. And here's 5,000 like subscribers for KarlJacobs because he's a nice guy and I like him. Maintaining his image, and also his faithful fans will probably love him more for it. But it does come as a very coincidental timing that he decides to like go into another streamer's channel and help him get like 5,000 subs. I mean, he was already at 16,000, so he was already a very well-known streamer, KarlJacobs, and now he's at 21,000. It's super insane. I mean, it's like getting 180,000 Danish krona or like 30,000 euros just here for a month. And then a lot of those people are probably going to stay on the channel, retain that forever, and like go on from there.
How many subs are you at?
We hit 21,000!
Holy shit!
Let's go!
Oh my god, 5K subs?
You popped off!
Alright, so thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you have any thoughts about anything that's been said here in the video, please do leave your comments in the field below and tell me about it. I want to hear what you think. Otherwise, we're just going to be pushing out a whole bunch of new cool stuff in the future, and next week we have a big announcement to make here from Downtime. So until then, please do like and subscribe. It does help a lot, and stay beautiful out there.